Thursday, 14 July 2022. This skidmark is about the Ukraine grain. A lot of stories has been printed and promoted about the whole grain issue, and in many aspects and respects was the importance of Ukraine as part of the world grain producers being overplayed extremely by the Western choir. And the facts are coming out. But that is not important. That's not what this skidmark is about. This skidmark is about this post that I saw on Twitter this morning. Residents of Ukraine protest against the export of the remaining stocks of grain from the country. And as was told, there was no export possibility. Now, the export of the grain of Ukraine has been discussed many places. And the fact is that Ukraine mined the sea in front of the harbors, and they sunk ships in the harbor entrances to prevent ships from entering or leaving the harbors. And it is clear that Ukraine themselves has interfered in the export of the grain by ship. Now, from very early on, the EU had all sorts of stories about the grain, and they were frantic to get the grain out there. But the reality that we must look at here is that the Ukraine has lost about 50% of its wheat production land. That is in the east and the south, and you can see it on this map that there is at least 50% of the grain production capacity and capability is now under Russian control. So it is logical that that grain is lost for Ukraine as such. My problem is this: the West has been pumping that country full of weapons, but nowhere do you see any humanitarian aid coming in from the West. And the citizens in that country is beginning to struggle. They are suffering, they are running into food shortages and all sorts of things. And now the West is basically stealing the grain from Ukraine. What is going to happen to the people of Ukraine? How are they going to live? I am absolutely disgusted in what is going on there. I'm asking again, where are the Western diplomats? Get rid of the warmongers. Get rid of them. Bring the diplomats. But the sad part is, from what I can see, the West has run out of diplomats.